Hello and welcome to the video that hopefully explains away the nightmare that is the Waterworks roundabout. We're approaching via the Lee Bridge Road. Now it's another half a mile away, but let me just take some time to show you one or two things we need to deal with. Firstly, the limit is 40 miles per hour, but as you can see we've got some hazards, like for example the pedestrian crossing and the school kids at the bus stop. Skipping forward a bit, we're now a bit closer to the roundabout. This single lane is about to split into two. When it does, we need to stay to the right so that we're in the right-hand lane from the beginning. Now, if we take a look at one of the two signs on the approach to the roundabout, you can see that it appears to have 5 exits, but don't let that fool you. The opening at the top left-hand corner and the bottom right-hand corner, they're actually entrances to the roundabouts, as you can see from the picture taken from above. Unusually, it's the right-hand lane that splits, so that makes 3 lanes now. What we need to do is get ourselves into lane number 3. The car in front, the silver car, is also signalling right, but I find that this positioning works best. Looking again at the aerial picture, you can see that on the roundabout there are 5 lanes. Now you can see that lanes 1 and 2 just lead to the first exit. Lane number 3 goes to the second exit. Lane 4 goes to the second and third exit. Lane number 5 goes to just the third exit. The reason why we're in lane number 3 on the approach is to make it easier to get into lane number 4, and that will make it easier for you to leave the roundabout later on. If you maintain your speed, the people on either side will tend to leave you alone. But a word of warning, because the roundabout is actually square, those traffic lights tend to catch people by surprise. This is a good place to start checking around and giving a left signal. Now, I know it seems early, but we need to get ourselves into lane number 3 as soon as possible. We wouldn't normally signal left at this early stage because people in front of us may emerge thinking that we're coming off early. But because, again, this roundabout is controlled by lights, those people are going to be controlled by those lights anyway. The very worst that will happen is the people on your near side may hold back for you, but if they do, that's not such a bad thing. Because now it means we are in that left-hand lane in plenty of time for our exit. And as we leave the roundabout, you can see the limit goes up to 50 miles per hour, which means you can afford to put your foot down and impress the examiner with a nice block gear change from 3rd into 5th. In the second clip here, we're approaching again from the Lee Bridge Road, but we're taking the road ahead this time, the second exit. However, we're still approaching from the right-hand lane simply because of how the roundabout is structured. As the lanes split, this time we'll be using what will be the middle lane, which will then correspond with lane number 3, also the middle lane, once we enter the roundabout. This is also confirmed by the road markings guiding us to the A104 North, and that's our destination. As you enter the roundabout, keep an eye on the near side mirror, because there's always a slim possibility that somebody from the left may be going to the same place. The markings in the left lane also let you go to the A104, despite the fact that lanes 1 and 2 go to just the first exit. As we pass the first exit and lose lanes 1 and 2, that means that we are now in the left-hand lane, ready to leave the roundabout. And as you exit, keep the near side closed off as much as you can. But as you leave the roundabout, the lanes narrow down from 2 to 1. The deflection arrows tell us that, so keep an eye on the offside mirror as well. And now the Waterworks roundabout is behind you, which means you can afford to relax for a while because the limit is now coming back down to 30. So until next time, thanks for watching and drive safely.